Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison and I'm going to be starting my cash budgeting journey. Today is my very first time setting it up. So I will be doing videos like this in the future. So if this is something interesting to you, please consider subscribing. I do sometimes do other content as well, like vlogs and makeup videos and kind of whatever I'm feeling. But right now I'm super into the idea of budgeting. So I will tell you a little bit about what got me here. So I recently was it was on my mind about I really wanted to get my debt under control. And there's always times where I feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm running out of money in my pay cycle here. Like, the typical paycheck to paycheck sort of lifestyle. I plan out my bills and I pay that stuff, but kind of everything else in between is kind of like a free-for-all, you know? So I got to looking at my debt and I realized how out of control it was getting. I don't want to make excuses. I almost feel like it got worse during COVID, kind of like a coping mechanism, like an impulsive sort of thing. Even my Amazon purchasing had kind of gotten a little crazy. Pre-COVID, I really didn't order much of anything at all, and then during COVID, it kind of grew exponentially, and now it's something that I unfortunately am kind of addicted to. I did not realize how convenient it was, I suppose. So anyways, I recently, and I've kind of done this here and there, but never really took action. So I took a look at it, I saw how crazy it was, and just with inflation and everything right now, I realized that just to make my minimum payments on my credit cards, I was kind of struggling a bit, and I was like just really kind of getting in a bad situation. So I discovered this person on YouTube. His name is Caleb Hammer, I believe, and was really addicted to watching his content, and he did these sort of things like financial audits and audit on the street. And basically, he would just pull an everyday person and he would kind of just interview them and take a look at their finances very closely, like a month worth of stuff. And he'd look at their pay coming in, the money going out. He'd look at their bank statements, their investments, their habits, that sort of thing, and kind of give them little tips and that sort of thing, and advice of what he thought that they should do to better their situation. And it is really quite addicting and eye-opening. That is just one of those like taboo topics, and people are kind of ashamed to talk about it. And it was kind of nice watching that stuff. I feel like, it's bad to say, but it was kind of comforting to know that there are a lot of people on this planet that are financially inadequate, just as I am, as far as knowing what to do with their money. And definitely the financial side of things should be taught in school, in my opinion. Definitely one of those life skills for sure. So I kind of wish that I had a better grasp. And so I'm taking action now. I was on vacation in August. I wrote down all of my information, took a look at my minimum payments, interest, that sort of thing, and I did a debt consolidation. So I am doing that, and I want to stop relying on credit cards. I love the idea of the cash stuffing, the idea of preparing. Like, I am one of those people that get such anxiety over not being in control, and it's kind of crazy that this aspect of my life I have not had a grip on. So I love the idea of cash stuffing, because you kind of are thinking ahead to, okay, well, where's my money going to be going in the future? Let's plan for it. Just the past month, I had all these expenses come up that were unplanned, that I was not prepared for, and it was just like, credit card charge after credit card charge, and you know, that's how the debt racks up. And I don't want to be reliant on owing money and paying high interest and relying on those credit cards. Like, I want to be prepared. So that is what brought me to this journey that I am on now. So I printed all these out on my label printer of all these sort of categories that I thought of, and you know, they might change as I go along. I did get this. I already prepared this. I don't know if I'll keep up with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this. It might get bulky with everything that I put in it, but this is going to be sort of my cash wallet, the one that I keep in my purse, for kind of the more frequent sort of categories. So I have in here groceries, dining out. I have household, coffee. Can't forget about that coffee. I have fun, and I have miscellaneous. I'm going to set my binders up with you and put the labels and kind of like talk through things, I suppose. So like I said, I don't know if I will want to keep my money in this. I might want to switch to an A7 perhaps. I feel like this just might get annoying, so we'll see. But I do have these binders here, this sort of fun holographic, is that the word? Holographic one. I figure I'll do this for my more short-term stuff, which is this category here. And then I got this more fun one for the long term. So let's start setting up here. And okay, sorry for the noise. I'm just going to put this to the side for now and put the labels on. So when I put these in the binder and I am looking through it, I want the labels to face this way. So I have these in no particular order. So the first label that I'm doing here that I'll put on is supplements. This will be for if I need to get like vitamins, when I need to get my collagen, when I need to get protein powders, that sort of thing. So I will put that on. It doesn't have to be perfect. I do want to upgrade and make my own. This is just so I can start stuffing, I suppose. Okay, so I did one for debt. The idea is, let's make sure that they're all facing the right way. The idea is, like, if I have leftover money in what I can budget, or let's say I have extra money that I don't spend in my everyday cash wallet, I may pull this money out and dump more onto my debt. The great thing about that consolidation loan is I am saving myself almost $200 in minimum payments a month, and also the interest is between 15 to 20% less than what I was paying. So it's quite amazing. I can link the information below if you want to take a look. It came up in my Credit Karma and was suggested to me, and I applied, and I was able to do, they offer me like a balance transfer offer where I could ask for a lump sum of money. A portion, just depends on the dollar amount you're looking for. A portion had to be paid to the credit cards directly, and the other half could go into your bank account. They did have the option where you could just do straight up to your bank account, but I wanted to do the balance transfer offer because the rates were going to be a little bit lower. And also too, in my opinion, it just kind of shows them that I'm actually trying to pay down my debt and not add debt. Because if you take a lump sum, for all they know, you could just be using it for like home repairs or something. So I wanted to show, no, I'm trying to pay down debt, not add debt, so to show that I'm less risky, you know? And that definitely worked in my favor. So it's through Lending Club, and I believe that it's not actually a bank. I believe it's actually just everyday people that are kind of sponsoring and putting up their own money to people. I think it's great. My sister has had experiences, paid off a few loans with them already. She was inspired to sign up again because her debt was getting a little crazy. So I don't know. I'm just like really excited because, you know, like I'm in my 30s and these videos with Caleb make me realize I need to get my shit together. Like, I'm 36 years old. Like, I want better things in my life. I'd like to own a home one day. Or, like, you know, a stepping stone, maybe even a better apartment for the time being, until I'm able to get there. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I just want something to show for myself, and I don't want to just sit in debt and live paycheck to paycheck. I want my money to work for me, not against me. So anyways, that's my soapbox. This next one is Teddy. She is my cute little angel baby cat. I love her so much. So I just made her an envelope here for her food and, you know, litter, that sort of thing. I have another cat, Kenzie, but that's more so my boyfriend's cat. We split down the middle when it comes to like food and litter anyway. So I just have her on there. Anyways, gifts. This is going to be gifts for birthdays and including the holidays. Though this year, I don't know that I really want to participate in Christmas, and I feel like my sister kind of felt the same. Our mother's in a nursing home now. Like, we may all chip in to get her something, but just that all got complicated. My mom had a medical emergency. My brother was living with her, and things got a little bit crazy where he suddenly was like, oh my gosh, I have to get an apartment. And like, so my brother's just been trying to get his feet on the ground with moving. And this happened over a year ago at this point, but I don't know. We just want to lessen the burden. But his birthday is coming up though, so I wanted to stuff in the near future that wallet so that I could get him stuff for his apartment or more clothing. Kind of a complicated situation, like I said, but he kind of lost a lot of his belongings that he had, so I want to help him get his feet on the ground more if I can. So personal care, that's going to be more like hygiene sort of products, that sort of thing. So anyways, I do 6 months. I've been doing it for the past year or two. I used to pay monthly, but I've been doing the premium every 6 months. So I'm putting this in short term just because it's just going to be 6 months worth of saving, and then I'm going to pull out of it. So I did that. Hair is just quite simply hair appointments. I don't have a beauty one right now. That's not like priority at the moment, even in long term. I love makeup so much, and I realize like I am good. I do not need to make that category. I do not need just stuff for makeup. I have more than enough stuff here that I can utilize. But hair, I'm going to start building up a savings so that I can get my hair done every few months. I typically go every 3 months or more. I try to let it stretch as much as I can. This definitely is a short-term one. The 2023 planners. I work from home, so I do have my own work planner. Then I'm such a planner girl, like pen and paper, which I think this is why this appeals to me so much. I love, the fact that I have these little like binders. But I want to start saving. 2023 will be here before you know it, and it's such a random thing. So I don't know. I just made its own little. That for sure will be short term. Self-care. I don't prioritize myself. I definitely want to do so. I've never in my life gotten a massage, so I don't know. Maybe that's what I'll use this for. Like maybe saving up to get a massage or saving up to get a facial. I don't know. Well, let's see. I'm not a nail girl. Like, I do mine at home. I do dip, though. I don't know that I like this color on my skin tone. I'm so pale. But yeah, I don't ever get my nails done. Maybe the occasional pedicure, but flip-flop season is kind of not here anymore. I am realizing I don't know if I have enough binders for all of this. So I might have to order more. Okay, so FFM. This means fit and fueled method. So I have had a history of yo-yo dieting, being up and down my whole life, and things kind of the past few years started to come to a head, and I kind of was at a standstill. I can definitely go more in depth in a future video if you'd like. I essentially I messed up my metabolism from the constant dieting. Like, I've dieted for the past 10 plus years. I've been on Slim Fast, lost 40 pounds, gained it back, lost it, gained it back, and I did the whole cookie cutter. Like, when you break it down, it ends up being 1,200 calories, and I'm 5 foot and, like half inch. So that, like, even at that short of stature, like, that's not healthy. So basically the fit and fueled method, I don't know that a lot of people know this, and people have this stigma that it's just for bodybuilders, but the fit and fueled method is just essentially what my coach calls it. She is a former Olympic, oh no, my label is kind of like sticking to itself. She's a former Olympic bikini model. She's competed, that sort of thing, and so she now does the approach for the past 8 years or so of the reverse diet. So I've been working on increasing my intake and lowering the expenditure, except for getting daily steps in, and now strength training, that sort of thing. And so upping my intake. So right now I'm just sitting under 2,400 calories, which is insane. Just going through that does like this recomp to your body, and you lose fat and everything because you're getting the proper balance of carbs, fat, and protein. And then once my body is used to kind of being there, then I can go into a cut safely, because right now, like, your body my body adapted to the 1,200. My issue the past few years was I couldn't lose weight. Like, it didn't matter what diet program I was doing, I could not lose weight, and I was maintaining, sometimes even gaining at 1,200 calories. I just felt like shit all the time. So yeah, I love it. So it's an 8-week program. I have to save up for more. Every individual is different as far as how long they have to be in a reverse for. So I started May 30th-ish, and we're now at September, 24th, 25th? I don't even know the date. 25th. And I'm still going through that increase phase. Online shopping will kind of be for, maybe I want to give myself a little bit of money and spend it on something I like. This most likely will be Amazon sort of things. Like, it's not always stupid spending that I do on there. I know I said, like, I kind of rely on it a lot more, but it really is a better deal on there sometimes to order from Amazon. So, okay, so that is going to be for the short term. Let's try to get these in here in no particular order. Oh, this might be satisfying, poking the holes through. Oh, I just stabbed myself. So, anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know if you currently are cash stuffing and your thoughts about it, and if it's helped you. And if you've not heard of cash stuffing until now, I don't know, maybe you'll realize that you want to get your finances in order. It's just like everything's just so tough. Like, prices are constantly going up. It's crazy. And it's just, things are just unpredictable, and I just can't be blindly just, oh yeah, I just feel like buying this and buying that. Like, I just gotta get it under control, you know? Okay, and then here's self-care. This is more of a talky sort of video. Hope you don't mind. You know, maybe you can do something in the background as you listen. You know, I find this sort of thing really relaxing, and I feel like doing this will definitely help keep me accountable. I definitely am excited to kind of personalize these a bit more, but like I said, I just wanted to get this situated so that I can start cash stuffing. I will be posting another video. I'll probably be filming it right after this one, so stick around if you'd like to see me cash stuff my first pay while doing this method. Oh, I just almost stabbed myself. Jeez, be careful. Oh Lord. Yeah, it's crazy. Just like, I was just so astounded in August. Like, sometimes you have the feeling like, oh, when it rains it pours, and it feels like things happen in threes, and you know, it was just like one of those months where it was just like, are you kidding me? Like, are you really kidding me? With all of the things that came up where I had to pay for. Like, I had to pay again for, which I knew about this expense. This was my own personal choice, but I had to pay for the Fit and Fueled method really like end of July. But then all this other stuff happened too. But you know, it's expensive. It really is, but to me it's worth it. You know, my physical health, I just want to be healthy all around, you know. I want to live a long life and a happy life, and you know, part of my happiness too is feeling fulfilled and not like stressing about finances all the time. Wow, some of these plastic pieces are killer. I might speed up through this section. This is proving to be difficult here. I think my other binder has folders in it already. I don't know. I don't recall how many though. Oh my gosh, imagine I made like way too many categories. These were pretty inexpensive though. I got everything here on Amazon, including my label printer, which I've had for a while. I do Poshmark as well, so that was, the label printer was kind of for like my inventory. So I was starting to just get more and more pieces, and it was like, all right, I need to label these containers and have some sort of inventory system. Because it's like, I can't remember which container everything is in at this point, you know? It's just funny how it happened. Like, it just kind of started with my normal clothing, just, you know, stuff I wanted to get rid of, and maybe it was lightly worn, whatever. And then it kind of just evolved to, you know, going out there and thrifting and reselling that, or even just buying wholesale and kind of like having a boutique, you know, just another stream of income. Poshmark is crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have sold on there, but it's like so crazy because you have to, it's like a social selling app. So you have to constantly be on that app, like pushing your stuff out to people. And it's just, I don't have time for that. It's like a whole other job in itself. So for a while there, I had hired someone to share my closet and listings and that sort of thing, but it was just getting to be expensive, and I wasn't keeping up on doing new listings because my focus has kind of just been elsewhere, like with this whole Fit and Fueled thing that I'm doing right now. So this is my more short-term binder. So we'll just set that there. And then this will be the more long-term. I don't know that I really need these labels for anything, but okay. All right. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I might need to borrow one of those. I think I have 9 or 10 maybe. Okay, so again, in no particular order. This time I'm going to keep them in there. There's no sense in taking them out. This doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so new home, pretty self-explanatory. Would like to start saving up so that, you know, I have a down payment one day, or start the makings of one. Recently, with my job stresses me out so much. I think I might be looking into another job opportunity. It's just like what I do, it's so stressful. And oh, sorry, I'm kind of like talking furniture. That'll just be like I need a new dresser, that sort of thing. But that's new home, or even just now. I kind of wanted to do a new car near it. But my job has just become so stressful that I'm just like, enough is enough. Like, something's got to give, and it doesn't seem like anything will be for quite some time. I don't know. I really like the company, but it's just, I don't get paid enough. It's like, I could take a $4 cut with what these kids get paid now and go work at McDonald's. Like, I've done fast food as a kid. New car, self-explanatory. That's something too that Caleb feels strongly about, is buying cars in cash. Like, why are you putting your money to a depreciating asset? And that completely makes sense. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be in such a great financial situation one day that I can do that. Reality is I probably will have to do the traditional, get a car loan, that sort of thing. My car that I have now is completely paid off, but I kind of want to just think ahead. I did have, that was one of the expenses that came up recently, was a lot of car repairs when I went to get my car inspected. Just a lot of things that it needed to pass inspection. So between the tires, the oil change, and then all of the repairs, it was over $1,000 that I was not prepared for, which was a credit card expense. So, you know, this is why we are doing these binders now, so we can prepare for things. Electronics, I'm not like a big electronic techie person, but I don't know. I figure when that day comes in the future, maybe I can use the money in this category to pay the phone up front instead of paying for it monthly while you're in the contract or whatever. I should have put car tags and inspection. I didn't want to do this in the car maintenance category. And I have this in long term just because this is literally something that is annual. So that was kind of my thought process on it. I don't know, like the whole categorizing thing, I was like really just all in my head about it and just overthinking it. But I guess kind of just make it yours, whatever makes sense. Like, and you don't have to start off with all these categories either. Like, you can make it more simple. But I was just trying to think. Like, I definitely am not going to be able to stuff every single category in my first paycheck, and I'll explain more about that on the next video. But, oh shoot, that's wrinkly. That's okay. Here, we kind of smoothed it out a little bit. But I was just kind of thinking ahead of where is my money going to need to go, and I'm obsessed with watching people's videos too, so I was just like getting inspired, like, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to need to start thinking about that sort of thing. So this next one is vacation. I'm not like a vacation goer, though this year I actually went on a few trips. That's something that I could never afford to do either, with living paycheck to paycheck and not planning things. And I really should, because God, just going on a vacation is so great for the mental health. You know, you can't just work to then die. Like, you have to have some fun in there. Ugh, I guess we'll put the not fun things. Make sure. So I have 4 things left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, it's meant to be. I love it. Okay, so we'll do these not fun ones first, I guess. The more serious ones. So health. This will be for any kind of medical related, kind of slowly save. I'm in good health. I don't have like any regular appointments that I have to go to, but this will be a great one to save up for co-pays, that sort of thing. The next one I have is vision. That's one of those things too that I don't really need to do often, you know, your annual visit, that sort of thing. If I want to get frames maybe in the future, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Then I have dental. I definitely do want to start saving in this. I do know that I need to get dental work, and I have no idea what it's going to cost. But, you know, it's one of those things. These are more so, there's not necessarily a number to put on these categories because you just really don't know, but just dumping money in these categories and planning. Oh, almost put it through. Oh no, we're good. Just kind of planning ahead will be good. And then this is my last category, tattoo. I am really wanting to get a sleeve. I know my focus is tattoo, but I mean, I don't really spend money on like nails and that sort of thing, and like getting eyelash extensions and whatever. Like, so this is kind of the thing that I like and that I do for me, I suppose. I have a few tattoos. I'm like trying to see if I have it the right direction. I got a tattoo on my right or left shoulder, but like basically the upper arm. I got that last December and I absolutely love it. It's like a kind of like a watercolor hiking, kind of like a mountain sort of thing. I have a vlog on my channel if you want to see it. It's all about me kind of going and getting it done that day. But oh, that was my dream tattoo that I had wanted for years and years and years. I was inspired by Pinterest, so the guy kind of took the picture and kind of made it his own, that I gave him. Oh, I love it. So I kind of want to do a forest sort of scene or something like that, like as a sleeve on my right arm. I'm really excited to do that. I don't know. I have ideas in my head. I don't know exactly what, but I know it's going to be one of those expensive things. Probably $1,000 or something. So this is the last category, and you know, again, make this your own. If you need to change categories or add categories, or you want to just start off super simple, but these are the things that would get me in trouble. Like all these little things, like, oh, I want to do this with my money and that with my money. It's like, oh, I don't have the money. Oh shoot, I didn't save for it. Oh, credit card, you know, I don't want to do that anymore. Oh, and I wanted to have this little charm that a friend gave me. It's from this brand Tula. It's this planner sort of, it's one of those MLMs, you know, people have their little Facebook parties, whatever, but they're really cool. So this is from that brand. I don't know if this will fit, but I don't know, I thought that the color scheme would go great in here. Is it gonna fit? Yay, it does. Doesn't quite hang out, but I don't know, just a cute little charm. So these are my binders. I have my long term, my more short term, and then I have my kind of cash envelope. This is without money, so we'll see how bulky that gets. This might change in the future, but I hope you enjoyed the chit-chatting and watching me set up my binders. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're interested in watching more content like this in the future. I am going to be doing videos, cash stuffing. Actually going to film my very first one now. So I hope you can stick around, and I hope everybody's having a great day and enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.